Well, hi there, YouTube. Another weekend, another week begin. Sunday is the first day of the week, but the last day of the weekend. I sprained my ankle this past Monday, so I've been kind of immobile. I was in bed looking at the laptop, listening to the football game on the radio. Just some backstory. When the game was boring, because if it's not a close game, I kind of lose interest. I mean, if one team's, obviously got the game in hand and is going on to win, I kind of lose interest and start doing something else. So I was looking at my YouTube channel and kind of putting some tags and trying to upgrade videos, and I thought I'd do a search on the Millennium Falcon, because there's a big Millennium Falcon. It's like a 6-foot Millennium Falcon that I'm kind of interested in acquiring, believe it or not. And a while back I remember seeing a video where I think like a theater company, small private, hobbyists, had made a Millennium Falcon in their backyard. So I thought, well, those were kind of a couple of cool videos, so I thought I'd do a search on that. And I came across a new Millennium Falcon video that some guy had made out of paper. And apparently in his description it was 42 inches long and a little under 7 pounds, and it took him about 6 months to make it. And it showed, photos just sequenced over time of his progress until the final. It was really nice. He did a really nice job of it. And so I was looking at a few more videos, and this thing, there was some other Star Wars things made of paper. So in the sidebar there, after I was, clicking on a few of those things, it said there was something that said how to make the world's best paper airplane. Now, that kind of intrigued me, because when I was a freshman in high school, can't remember what class it was, maybe it was science or something, but we had like a paper airplane contest, and the object of, or whoever the winner was going to be, whoever threw the paper airplane and it stayed up in the air the longest. So this was like during a class, so we went out, and I forget, we had maybe 20 minutes or half an hour to do this, each one waiting and whatnot. And I didn't win that, but when I was doing it, we had like 3 tries or something. So when I threw mine, when we're seeing it, I kind of modified my plane to try and do it. And then the class finished, and everybody went away, but me and a couple of friends stayed out there, and because now we were intrigued, we wanted to keep doing it. I wasn't happy with mine. I kept thinking I could do better, so we kept, competing against each other, 3 or 4 of my friends. And I came to realize that basically what I wanted to do after these practices was to throw it straight up as far as I could and then let it float. So, pretty much you want to kind of make it heavy in the nose and then the wings, so that it'll float once it gets up there. So we're doing this for, a few more tries. I forget, this was back in 1973, so that was, almost 40 years ago, so I don't remember all the details, but what keeps it in my mind was one throw where I threw this and it went way up and just floated. And all of us are looking at this thing, and it's just kind of circling and just taking, it's like in slow motion, just floating, this big wide circle, slowly. And as I recall, this thing stayed up like over a minute, which if you think about it, that's a long time for a paper airplane. But we were just standing back there. We had, we had been in this contest, so somebody, I think all of us were timing it, but it stayed up for, as I recollect, over a minute, which is why it kind of sticks out to this day. I mean, it was just like a miracle flight. And we tried a few more, and I never was able to replicate that, but that one flight, was like unbelievable. So looking at YouTube, this how to make the greatest, the world's best paper airplane, I'm thinking, okay, great. Well, all it does is show in this guy folding it. He never throws it. So while I'm watching that in the sidebar, it says Guinness World Record for a paper airplane. And I click on that, and I'm watching it, and it's this, paper airplane expert. He's got books on it. He's an adult, and he's in a stadium with a news crew, and he throws his up, and it stays up for 27 seconds. Now, in one of the comments in his video, it's saying that in order to qualify for the Guinness Book of World Records, there has to be a news crew, and the flight has to be on video the whole time so they can verify it. 27 seconds. I think 27 and a half seconds. That's the world's record. And I noticed, one of the things that I clicked on was to see, and he does the same thing that I had figured out, was to throw it straight up as far as you can, and then, let the thing float. So the point of the story is I'm not trying to brag that, because I'm not in the market of selling paper airplane books or anything, and I'm not trying to downplay him either. I think his name was Blackburn, Ken Blackburn, maybe, because he's, I don't know how many times they allow him to throw this thing, but this news crew is not going to stay there all day, and he's in a stadium where the wind wasn't there, and maybe the wind was in effect. So I'm not trying to downplay him. That's still an amazing feat. What I'm trying to say is that people, not just me, but you too, are capable of some remarkable things, some miraculous things. So that was just a little something that, I was a freshman in high school, and this one miracle flight just kind of, when I was watching that, it just kind of came back to me. So you can do it. Maybe not the airplane, but something. You are amazing. You're capable of remarkable and miraculous things also. We all are. Anyway, that's it for this story. Peace. Have a good week.